Wow, you want to talk about main event quality matches. You want to talk about star power. You want to talk about a bout that deserves to be on the second anniversary show. It's four-corner survival time. First fall wins it, the ROH World Champion Samoa Joe, and he's in a stare down with Loki, and you can feel the heat still from Glory by Honor during ROH's first year. And then you have the Prophecy, BJ Whitmer and Dan Maff with Allison Danger looking as lovely as always. And the stipulations in this one are simple. If Samoa Joe pins any of these other three men, there is no #1 contender. If any of these men pin Samoa Joe, they are the new ROH World Champion. And if any of these men pin each other besides Samoa Joe, they are now the #1 contenders trophy and holder, and they will get a singles match against Samoa Joe in the very near future. Possibly on ROH's first double shot weekend in the Midwest when we invade St. Paul and Chicago, April 23rd and 24th.
Look at the piercing stare down between Joe and Key. It's like Maff and Whitmer don't even exist. These two guys just run at each other.
Now, if you saw the last stand, which was the last show, there's Dan Maff not allowing Loki and Samoa Joe to go at it. But if you saw the last stand, you saw Maff and Whitmer both won that four-corner survival to be the #1 contenders trophy holder, and it set up a three-way against Samoa Joe with similar stipulations. However, in the last couple of weeks, Loki has called the ROH office and said, you're not going to have a second anniversary show without Loki on it, since he is the ROH legend, since he is the man that helped put ROH on the map, since he is the first ROH World Champion, we put him in this match.
What a great addition that is, as we have Joe and Maff in a stalemate in the ring.
So much history between all four of these men, and right now we got Maff and Joe. That goes back to Wrestle Rave. Maff, the day after his father passed away, put it all on the line. One of the most emotional world title matches ever, as he went for the world title only to fall short. And look at Joe just crumbling. Maff must have caught him in the eye.
And you want to talk about a second year of ROH. What a reign it has been for Samoa Joe in ROH's second year. An almost dominating reign as he's taken down all the competition. But what a year for Dan Maff as well. Elevated to the top of the Ring of Honor ranks as becoming a member of the Prophecy. A tremendous year for both these individuals.
You're right about that. Dan Maff serving Christopher Daniels. BJ Whitmer in a surprise joining the Prophecy, revealed as Lucy's attacker. Maff didn't even know about it. Maff even swore in his father's grave that the Prophecy had nothing to do with it when CM Punk was doing his investigation about it. But BJ Whitmer, he has since joined the Prophecy, and you know, Whitmer and Maff might not be eye to eye with each other. They might not like each other, especially Maff. He definitely does not like Whitmer.
They're like the odd couple.
No doubt about that, but they cooperated. They achieved 3 goals at the last stand, and they have 1 goal tonight, and that's to be the world champion. And let's see if Allison Danger can pull them together and get them to work as a unit. Because you figure if Whitmer and Maff can work together, they definitely have an advantage over this one, because there's no way Loki and Samoa Joe can trust each other, especially after that legendary Glory by Honor match.
And in this 4-way match here, Allison Danger, she is probably one of the key elements in this match, because if she can keep these two guys together, who knows what they could achieve. We saw what they achieved at the last show when they stuck together. Let's see if she can keep them together here. We could have a new ROH champion, and that title belt could be going back to the Prophecy. As Loki has Whitmer, he's got to break that, but he can cause a lot of damage in 5 seconds.
No doubt about that, and I believe this is the first time Loki and Whitmer have been in the ring against each other. It's so great to see Loki returning to action here in ROH, returning from injury, and we saw him at Final Battle 2003 while he was still injured, making up with Homicide, putting their differences aside, showing each other respect, and he came out in Homicide's corner in that one. Now he's back here in action. Could be a one-time only appearance, we don't know, as Loki has emerged to superstar status in Japan for 0-1.
And speaking of Loki and Homicide, I wonder if Loki has any idea what's up with Homicide, where's Homicide is right now. I mean, these guys are so close in and out of the ring. Maybe that's something we need to check out, Chris.
Definitely something Gary Michael Capetta needs to get on and hopefully get some scoops as to who or where Homicide is.
And speaking of that, we saw Gary Capetta a little bit earlier. It seems like AJ Styles will be ready for that match, but you know, Jimmy Rave, he closed off that locker room. Jimmy Rave was with AJ. I mean, there could be something that they're not getting to, maybe.
Yeah, very suspicious that they wouldn't let Capetta into the locker room, as right now Loki working over the arm of BJ Whitmer.
Oh, it's so great to see Loki here. What an incredible first year Loki had with Ring of Honor in the first year. The second year he has been in Japan for most of the time and has been injured, but it's just great to see Loki back, and hopefully he can come back to Ring of Honor in its third year and take us to even more higher levels.
It was Loki's legendary series of matches on the first 5 ROH shows that made him the first ROH champion, and also stole the show, made ROH's reputation, and matches that no one will ever forget if they saw him throughout each of ROH's first 5 shows.
And that feud, he's...
Nice kick there. Nice escape by Loki.
And Loki's, mixing it up here with the Prophecy. That feud's been going on since the beginning of time here in Ring of Honor, since the first show. What a 3-way that was with Daniels and Dragon.
No one will ever forget that match, and don't forget it, things were pretty much settled at Revenge on the Prophecy, January 11th, so the Loki-Prophecy feud has quieted down. Meanwhile, the Loki-Dan Maff feud has heated up, as the last time we saw Loki in an ROH ring was bitter friends, stiffer enemies, when Loki knocked out Maff on August 16th.
And Maff, I guarantee, wants payback. And maybe he can get it in this match here. These guys going back and forth. I don't think you want to get in a striking contest with Loki, though.
No way. Real quick, we got to pay the bills for a selection of over 5,000 tapes from every wrestling promotion you can think of, featuring all the biggest names, every star you can think of. Check out rfvideo.com. For all the latest on ROH, check rohwrestling.com, including the latest news, lineups, upcoming events, everything. Merchandise, rohwrestling.com. And of course, for both things, you can call 215-891-9404. That's, oh, what a chop by Loki. That's rfvideo.com, 215-891-9404. Did you hear that echo on that chop, Ray?
I almost felt that echo on that chop. My goodness. And Whitmer, he's down. He's got to think about tagging out.
Whitmer needs out in a bad way. Oh, and he comes back with that knee. Very impressive by BJ Whitmer. And now he suplexes Key and holds on. Spins him around. Turns it into a Northern Lights cover. Whitmer almost pinning the ROH legend right there.
Only a 2 count there for Whitmer. But Whitmer looking impressive here.
And I think that Whitmer's got to think...
Oh, my God.
Ouch, I can feel that. We might be never get into a ring with Loki. Power elbow by Loki. He's looking as awesome as ever.
And he almost drove Whitmer through the mat.
Nice.
Beautiful bridge there by Loki.
Paul Turner, great call, seeing that BJ Whitmer's shoulders were down, or up, excuse me.
And Loki has not lost a step since the last time we've seen him. He's looking so impressive here.
Samoa Joe tags himself in. Loki and Joe almost working as a team against the Prophecy. Very surprising to see. Of course, Samoa Joe and BJ Whitmer, they met at Wrath of the Racket. BJ Whitmer almost scored the upset. What a hard-hitting match that was. And you know that Samoa Joe wants revenge after being jumped by the Prophecy in Baltimore just a couple of weeks ago. Joe now stretching BJ Whitmer, who desperately needs that tag. The Prophecy, they accomplished one of their goals. Or excuse me, they are in a weakened state after losing their leader, Christopher Daniels. And battle lines are drawn in what will go down as a legendary 6-man tag. Can they rebound and get the world title back in the camp?
Daniels, he's been gone for over a month now. Who knows when he's going to come back. But what an incredible maneuver he took by CM Punk there. That Pepsi plunge through a table.
Absolutely unbelievable. It must be seen. As there's a grab right there by Samoa Joe.
Oh, Joe walks him in the middle of the ring.
And Maff has to think about making the save for his partner now. Even if he doesn't like Whitmer, they have to work as a unit. They've been ordered by Christopher Daniels, and there's Maff making the save. And you know what? If Maff and Whitmer are able to work as a cohesive unit, you have to give a lot of credit to Allison Danger for holding this unit together.
That's a tough task, though, because these guys, you see them in the locker room, they're always fighting and arguing and bickering.
Maff very upset he wasn't in on the Lucy attack plan. Daniels did what he felt that he had to do, though, as Loki tags back in, and now he goes to work on Whitmer again. Whitmer desperately needs that tag.
Loki and Joe are methodically breaking down BJ Whitmer right in the middle of the ring here. Another chop. And Whitmer the worse for wear here. And Loki with a tip up right there after the strike. Whitmer rolls going to the floor, but Loki catches him.
I think Whitmer's had enough. Whitmer's been hanging tough with Loki this whole time, but he needs a tag. He's been being beat on, and look at this. It's a dragon clutch in the ropes. And Dan Maff makes a save, and Samoa Joe's not going to take it. He's going to throw Maff right out of the ring. It's breaking down. Paul Turner losing control. Big tope.
Oh, Whitmer just suplexed Loki to the floor.
I can't believe Whitmer had enough left to suplex Loki to the floor. What a tough individual BJ Whitmer is.
And Samoa Joe just dumps Whitmer right into the rail.
And you know this is where Samoa Joe's at his best. And it's Samoa Joe and Loki.
Oh, he just threw him right into that.
Where the rivalry is renewed, Samoa Joe and Loki. And you know what time it is.
Olé, but wait, look at Joe's hand there, Chris.
Oh my God, what happened to his hand?
The claret is flowing.
And Loki blocks the ole kick. Oh, double Mongolian chop.
But there's blood everywhere. Where's it coming from? On Loki's back. Oh God, look at Joe's hand, Chris.
Joe looks in shock.
Oh my God, look at that.
Joe looks in shock. And did he just call for tape? The world champion might be done. The world championship is in jeopardy as Joe has suffered a nasty cut on his hand.
Oh, Whitmer just takes out Loki on the floor. It's breaking down at Boston. Oh, the blood is everywhere.
The world championship is in jeopardy.
Samoa Joe is in a lot of trouble right here.
And what's the prophecy I've planned? No, Joe does a double clothesline and ole kicks Loki. And now Joe dumps Whitmer. Joe's not being bothered by that hand. He is blocking out the pain.
Oh!
As he takes out all three men in this match.
And Maff just cannonballed into the rails and onto Whitmer. But there's a lot of confusion going on right here. Oh, my God, Chris, look at that.
Oh, we saw blood before in that Carnage Crew Special K match, but nothing like this. The blood is dripping from the hand of Samoa Joe and getting everywhere. He is suffering a massive amount of blood loss. He could go get dizzy from it. Oh, look at it. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Oh, the blood is just pouring off the hand of. Did you see that camera shot there? And it looks like referee Paul Turner, he's taping up that hand. Joe's going to continue, but at what lengths, at what cost?
Joe is just nonchalantly taping that hand up and continuing with this match. You know, they say the world champion is battered and bruised after almost a year's worth of title defenses. Can he make it to the 1 year mark? But, I mean, what toughness we're seeing here. This is going to go down as legendary. This is like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the steel ring post back at Mid-South.
I can't believe what we're seeing, and what an obstacle in Joe's title journey. This is the biggest obstacle he has met.
And an exploder by Whitmer, and the champion is in trouble. The world champion has just taped his hand up. He has a nasty gash on it. No telling how many stitches he's going to need. Definitely will need tetanus shots. And there's a senton by Maff cover.
Oh, two count here, but the tides have turned in this title match right here. I'm sorry, but the prophecy, if they work together, they're going to come through with this title. No doubt about it, because they're like sharks sensing that blood.
They are working together. Alice in Danger has got Maff and Whitmer on the same page. And Maff is biting the hand. Oh, that's disgusting.
And what lengths will Dan Maff go for the ROH title?
I agree with the crowd on that one.
That's pretty disturbing right there, what these guys are doing.
Oh, how much pain is Samoa Joe in with that hand? Look at him, he is in agony, and Dan Maff going after that. Maff just trying to spin Loki's direction, and he's biting that hand once again.
And you know the hatred between Maff and Loki, it was shown right there. That issue's about ready to explode as well, Chris.
Look at the prophecy, they have cut the ring off. They're doing a beautiful job working on Samoa Joe right now, working as a cohesive unit. Christopher Daniels doesn't care who wins the world title, he just wants it back in the camp of the prophecy.
Oh, he just kicked that hand. What sound strategy here by the prophecy.
If the prophecy are able to retain the world title and get it back in their camp, they will hold the power once again in ROH. And you know that's what the Second City Saints want. They want those titles and the power. But right now, it's the prophecy. They have the opportunity right before and an injured and battered and bruised world champion. And look at that quick flurry of punches on Maff. Samoa Joe, a desperation move. Maff rolls underneath that clothesline, attempted enziguri. He needs a tag to Loki in a big way.
Beautiful fighting spirit here by Joe as he needs the tag.
Will Key be there for him, though?
Oh, and Whitmer, there was no tag there. As he just cut off the ring.
Paul Turner forcing him out, but Whitmer did his damage. Whitmer and Maff looking awesome working together in this one.
Sound strategy by the prophecy as Maff just DDT'd the world champion into the mat. As he must have lost a lot of blood there. That's just going to drain the energy from you.
It'll definitely make you dizzy, and when you deal with three hard hitters like Maff, Whitmer, and Loki, it could only take one striker kick to knock out Samoa Joe, and then we will have a new ROH World Champion on our second anniversary show.
And Maff with Joe again hooks him up. We could have history in the making right here in Boston.
You know, right now, though, the real winner in this one is AJ Styles. As the longer this match goes, the more time he has to rest that knee.
That's a great point. That's a great point. As this isn't even the last match of the show, we still have the finals to the Pure Wrestling Tournament. The final match coming up next. AJ Styles or CM Punk, and Maff is biting the hand again.
This second anniversary show, the first show in ROH history to feature 3 ROH title matches. The Briscoes have already retained as the dominating tag team here in ROH. Can Samoa Joe win this one and make it to March 13th, which would mark 1 year that he has held that title?
Can Samoa Joe win? Can Samoa Joe survive? He's a worse for wear right here.
And then next up, we are going to crown the first ever Pure Wrestling Champion. And you know what? Joe did have an interesting point, saying that the world title is better. Oh! Almost a miscommunication from the prophecy, but they stopped short. Prophecy definitely on the same page in this one. But Joe was saying that the Pure title can only be defended in Pure title matches under Pure Wrestling rules, whereas this the world title can be defended in, let's say, a steel cage match if he makes it through this against Jay Briscoe, in a 4-corner survival, and all types of different matches. Definitely we're going to have a rivalry to see which belt is more prestigious, which belt is better, and Joe does not appreciate that.
And a nice German suplex there by Whitmer. As the champion is in a lot of trouble, and Loki breaks it up right there.
Loki was the first ROH champion. He knows what it's like to wear that belt. He knows what it's like to be the top man, and he wants it back. And look at that Whitmer, perhaps making a mistake there, putting Joe in Key's corner.
Oh, and he plants him down with a sidewalk slam, but you know what?
Key just tagged himself in.
Loki, though, he doesn't mind if the champ is hurt as well.
And now Key with an enziguri on the world champion. And we got Key and Whitmer in the ring for the first time since the knockout.
That's Key and Maff. And here we go. But Whitmer in the middle of things.
And Key ducks that and a combo kick on Maff. And no.
There it is. That was the move that knocked him out before.
And Maff, though, Maff has been knocked silly, but he still has his bearings. He's not knocked out this time. And now there's Key with a very unique submission, beautifully done by Loki. The 0-1 superstar could win this match and be the #1 contender. No, Whitmer gets out of the hold. Oh, beautiful suplex. Cover. No, Paul Turner waited too long. I guess that Whitmer did not have the one shoulder down.
What a beautiful tiger suplex with the bridge right there on Whitmer. as he just got dropped on top of his head.
But the big story might be the world champion. Look at him on the outside. He looks beaten. I don't know if he can get back up. We could have a new world champion.
Loki could be cleaning house and then waiting for his opportunity to go against Joe. That would be my bet right here, Chris.
And you know that Whitmer enjoys dishing out punishment on the Prophecy. And Whitmer, though, standing toe-to-toe with Loki. And he's going for that wrist clutch exploder, the most dangerous exploder of them all.
This could be it right here, Chris, but no, Loki blocks it.
And he's turning into a dragon clutch, maybe. No, Whitmer gets out of it.
We got a stalemate here.
And there's an exploder.
Whitmer wins as he just dropped Loki down. This could be it. Oh, Whitmer almost with the #1 contender trophy again.
If Whitmer had pinned Key, if Whitmer pins Maff, or if Maff pins either Whitmer or Loki, they will get a singles match for the world title in the future. Maff tags himself in. We got Maff and Loki one more time. The hatred.
This could be a burning hammer.
Oh, there'll be sweet revenge for Maff. No, Key with back elbows gets out of it. Key now into the ropes. Oh, Maff tackles him out of his boots.
What a beautiful spear there by Maff. Go for the cover. No, he's going to dish out more punishment.
And he's got him hooked. Half Nelson suplex drops Key on his head.
And Maff is having his way right here. Go for the cover. Oh, and Joe breaks it up, the champion. And now we have Maff and the champ going at it.
Look at Samoa Joe retreat, though. He is in a lot of pain. Samoa Joe is in a world of pain. I've never seen the world champion retreat before. Maff misses a cannonball. And now Key's up. What's he going to go for? Here it comes. Holy crap. A backdrop driver by Maff, but what a pin slap before cover. Oh, we almost had a new world champion, but can you believe what Joe just did to Key?
Joe is taking liberties on Loki right there. I don't think Loki has ever been hit quite like that.
Well, maybe Glory by Honor, the first one, October 5th, 2002, with that legendary Key Samoa Joe match. And what's Samoa Joe? Oh, the world champion's fired up. He's going after Maff. He wants to put this one away in a hurry so he can get attention. Whoa, did you see him dump? He almost broke Maff's neck on that one.
He almost broke Maff in half on that.
Oh, and Maff kicked down an STF.
This could be it.
Maff needs a save. Oh, and there is Joe's receipt. It's on. It's on between Loki and Joe. They put Whitmer down.
Whitmer's not going to be able to stop this. Speechless at the action we just saw there, Chris. This is ROH at its finest.
The Boston crowd on its feet here in Braintree, Massachusetts at the National Guard Armory.
And I don't think they've ever seen action quite like that in the New England area.
Key and Joel going to their feet though, but the Prophecy cut him off. Maff going after Key.
The Prophecy got more important things at hand, and that's winning that ROH title, Chris.
They want the world title. Maff wants revenge on Key, and he's got him up for the burning hammer. And Whitmer's got Joe with the wrist clutch. Can they get out of it? No, Joe with those knees gets out of it. And Key.
Oh, there's those knees.
Too much action going on. Key with the dragon clutch, and Joe's got the choke.
We could have a double submission here in the middle of the ring.
The choke has put everyone down. Loki with the dragon clutch, that puts everyone down. Who's gonna give, Maff or Whitmer?
The Prophecy's in a lot of trouble right here.
But look at Key and Joe, they are making eye contact. Key and Joe are fixated on each other, and they just released the holds. They were too fixated with each other.
The hatred runs too deep here, Chris.
What's going to happen? And look at Samoa Joe shaking off the pain. And Loki doing the same. And he's taking off the tape. This is like what we saw in Final Battle 2002. This is like what we saw in Glory by Honor. ROH history is reborn right here at the 2nd anniversary show. And Maff just spear key out of the ring. But Joe catches Whitmer and dumps him on his head. Maff got revenge on Loki by spear